Hello everyone, welcome to Oris Classroom. Today we are going to learn a very interesting lesson from Class 9 English, Winds of Change. This lesson introduces us to one of India's beautiful traditional crafts, the hand fan or panka. More importantly, it teaches us how our culture changes with time and why we should protect our rich heritage. Let's begin our journey. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to understand the history of the panka and you can explain its importance in ancient India, identify different types of traditional hand fans, and learn how technology has changed this craft. Understand how we can preserve our culture and confidently answer CBSE competency based questions. Before we begin, let's think. Have you ever seen a traditional hand fan at home? What do you call it in your mother tongue? In Telugu, many people call it Visanakarra. Look carefully at these five fans. Can you identify which states they belong to? Notice their shapes, colors, and materials. By the end of this lesson, you will know the answers. Do you know where the word panka comes from? The word comes from punk, which means feather of a bird. Long ago, small feather fans were called punky. Gradually, all hand fans came to be known as pankas. Even a simple word can tell us an interesting story about our history and language. This craft is not new. It is nearly 2000 years old. Evidence of hand fans can be found in the famous Ajanta Buddhist wall paintings dating back to the 2nd century CE. We can also see them in sculptures, carvings, and embroidery works. This tells us that our ancestors were not only skilled craftsmen but also lovers of art and culture. In ancient India, hand fans were used in many places. In temples, they were used to fan deities as a mark of devotion. In royal courts, attendants used them to fan kings and queens. They were also used in ceremonies and in everyday life. A panka was more than a fan, it was a symbol of respect, culture, and tradition. If you see the evolution of pankas, over time the panka changed in many ways. Some were very small, only about 2 inches. Others were large ceremonial fans. People made them using bamboo, cane, palm leaves, silk, brass, and many other materials. Every region created beautiful artistic designs. This shows how creativity grows with culture. Let's see in modern times. Today, electric fans have replaced traditional hand fans in daily life. Now, pankas are mostly used as decorative items and traditional crafts. However, they continue to provide livelihood many artisans. Craft exhibitions, tourism and cultural fairs help keep this beautiful tradition alive. A traditional craft can still have great value in modern times. Now let's start state-wise journey across India. India is a land of diversity. Different states have created different styles of hand fans. Rajasthan is famous for applique and zari work. Gujarat is known for mirror work and bead decorations. West Bengal uses sola and palm leaves. Kerala uses palm leaves. Assam has bamboo fans. Odisha, Bihar, and Uttar Pradesh also have their own unique designs. Each fan tells the story of its state's culture. Now, let's turn to tribal creativity. Our tribal communities are wonderful artists. They use bamboo, cane, grass, silk, and brass to make beautiful hand fans. Many designs include geometric patterns inspired by nature. Every handmade fan reflects local traditions and the creativity of its people. Art becomes meaningful when it carries the identity of a community. Time always brings change. With the arrival of technology, electric fans became common. As a result, traditional hand fans slowly lost popularity. Many artisans faced difficulties in earning a livelihood. Fortunately, cultural exhibitions, awareness programs, and handicraft fairs are helping this craft survive. Remember this important message: technology may change our lifestyle, but culture should remain alive. How can we preserve this craft? We all can help preserve our heritage. Buy handmade products whenever possible. Visit handicraft exhibitions. Encourage local artisans. Share Indian culture with others. Learn traditional crafts and appreciate them. Because when we preserve our culture, we preserve our identity. Now let's learn some important words which can improve our vocabulary. Panka, a traditional hand fan. Artisan, a skilled craftsperson. Heritage, our cultural inheritance. Traditional, followed for many years. Decline, to decrease. Preserve, to protect. Livelihood, a way of earning a living. Use these words while speaking and writing to improve your English. Now it's your turn to think. Why did traditional hand fans lose popularity? How can we support artisans? Why should we preserve our heritage? What happens if traditional crafts disappear? These are application based questions. Don't memorize. Think, analyze, and answer in your own words. Now let's see how much you remember. What is the origin of word panka? Where do we find evidence of ancient hand fans? Name two materials used to make pankas. Which states are famous for traditional hand fans? How can we preserve this craft? Excellent. If you answered these, you have understood today's lesson well. Here is your homework. Write neatly and clearly without any mistakes of spellings and no strikes. Draw an India map and locate the states famous for different pankas. Learn today's vocabulary, practice in your conversation, design your own traditional hand fan. Practice makes learning permanent. As we finish today's lesson, remember this message: the more you read, the more you learn. The more you learn, the more you grow. Never stop learning. Never stop asking questions. Thank you for watching. Good day.